Everybody, this is Laura with McLeod Homestead, and I just got home from work, so it's evening, it's chilly out, but I am over here in front of my greenhouse, and I am not sure if you remember from a previous video where my screen was hanging because it needed repaired. The other day my boss had a project at work he wanted to do and needed a screen, so I just came over and ripped it out of this door. Needed replaced anyhow. Works. So I am going to take this screen door off and we're going to take it over to the house, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to put a new screen in it. This screen door is off of my grandparents' old house. It's got the metal grate on it. Just screws right off. I'm assuming he put it on there for protection from the screen with all of us little kids putting our hands and poking through the screen. But what's nice, the storm door to it is no longer in existence. But let me show you how easy it is to take this off. 4 little knobs to turn, and we've got it off, and we can take it over to the house where it is warmer and where all the tools are. So the house is where I will see you next. In this section, I know that where is it? Right here, it's been broken before, so I'm going to have areas like that, but you just want to gently pry it up a little at a time, work your way over. Voila, there's a piece off. This spot here's been broken before.
And these spots over here.
All these pieces here is just one side, and they were all broken before. So I am thinking I will just be replacing it. I have all the side pieces and the metal grate on this side unhooked. So the next step is to just peel off the old screen that is still left on there. Now I'm going to get a tool to pull out all these little nails. You want to try pulling one out? Okay, let me show you. You grab hold of it and then you twist and pull up, okay? Let's see if you can do one. Push hard, squeeze hard, and twist. Twist.
Ow, ow.
Oops, sorry, honey. That's your bad hand, isn't it? Twist up like that. Here, try this one. No, try this one. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, put it over here on the table because that's metal. While he's working on this, I'm going to go work on our meatloaf for dinner. Okay? You good? You need anything? Okay.
This one is not easy, but I'm doing it. Oh,
Good job.
my first try.
Good
That
job.
was my first try.
So this is day 2 of the project. What should have been an easy couple-hour project, I have managed to turn into a big one. As I started to realize just how much loose paint there was on the door, I decided to start scraping. Yes, so now we are doing more than just changing the screen on this door. We are also going to scrape it and do it right. It's just how I roll. What can I say? So, I'm going to get to scraping. Not gonna lie, guys, it is pretty late. I have been scraping the paint off of the screen because once I took the old screen off, I took the molding off. There was so much of that molding that had been broken and glued back together. And so much loose paint. Yeah, I scraped it before I sand it. We're going to fix that gouge. Let me show it to you and show you also what I found. This has had a lot of work done to it over the years. That's for sure. But all right, I'm going to show you now. As you can see, I've got this all scraped down. When we get to here, this is pretty bad. I don't know if you can actually really see it or not, but there was some old wood putty in it that pulled right out. Some of it remained in. Believe it or not, I sanded that and it is flat and smooth. But I had to go get some new wood putty for that area. This is just like clay. They say to knead it together and to work with it. Yep, kind of feel like I'm back in grade school. The more you work with it, the stickier it gets. And then I'm just going to push it all in. Fill all these holes. So this here, it's been a little over an hour and it's pretty well dried. So I'm gonna, yeah, I can sand it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this all sanded down and then take you to the next step. So as I'm sure you can imagine, even though you wipe it off with a dry rag, if you take a damp rag, there's still a lot of dust. So the next thing I'm going to do, and the final thing for tonight that I'm going to do, is I'm just going to wipe it down real good, get all the dust off of it, and then let it dry all night. Now that the painting is done, I am going to tack the screen on with my staple gun. I am coming now to the bottom, and I want to make sure that I pull it nice and tight. And staple it on. Now that I have the top and the bottom tight, I'm going to put some staples in up along the side. Now that the one side is all stapled down, I'm going to come around to the other side, and I'm going to just pull it nice and tight. And I will go along and make sure it's all nice and tight as I go down through and staple it. Just take my scissors and I will just cut along here, and then I'll show you the final results of the screen being in place. 'Cause that's not the final step. Guess what, guys? The screen is done. It's on. What started out as a simple changing the screen project turned into scraping, sanding, painting. All I have left now to do is paint the trim and tack it on. And this project is done finally. So thanks everybody for coming and watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Toodles!